Good morning, my darlings. Another floral start to the vlog today. We have just had a lovely delivery. This is from a fragrance brand, which I'm actually not familiar with. So the brand is called 4711, and they have very kindly sent this epic box of roses with some of their fragrances, which, would you believe, are only £18, and you can get these in Boots. They look very traditional in the packaging. This is the rose fragrance. Wow, the bottles look quite, they remind me of almost like Victorian fragrances. Very cool. So this one apparently is a delicate and feminine scent which will enchant its wearer with a romantic aura.
Oh, they're very pretty, aren't they?
Yeah, it's beautiful. And then we've got the lilac. An invigorating fragrance of spring exudes a sense of high spirits. And jasmine. I do love a jasmine scent. I think this has got tonka in it as well. Bestows a graceful charisma on its wearer and underscores her feminine style. Well, these sound absolutely perfect for me. A very lovely delivery to start the day from 4711, their new floral collection of fragrances available in Boots. And then, another very lovely delivery. This is, Charlie, what were we saying the other day we were looking for a box for?
Say that again.
We wanted a box the other day. What did we want it for?
Kids' toys.
Oh yeah.
Children's toys, but after comes the
Oh yes. We can reuse this for children's toys. But inside is, ooh la la, what's this? Oh, I think that might be a spatula. 10 years of beautifying repair. Gosh, that must be how long they've been doing their beautiful Watery Oil collection, which is, as you can imagine, based around honey. Some of my all-time favorite skincare products are from this collection. I'm so happy, thank you Galan, to have a top-up of the Double R serum. This is the Renew and Repair serum. When I use this, my skin is the best that it ever is. So you've got the slightly lighter oil consistency serum, and then you've got the creamier side here. When you press down the pump, you get a little bit of both. You get the gorgeous nourishing and skin protecting benefits of the honey. It's also really soothing, great for those early signs of aging or not so early signs of aging. It's a really beautiful range. This is their Youth Watery Oil. I think if you shake it, yeah, it's got these little pearls inside. Oh, that's amazing. This is their eye cream from the Watery Oil range. This whole range is really designed to help the skin repair itself. So especially at this time of year, if you're outside in the garden, going out for long walks and you're exposed to the elements, it's just so lovely to have something really sumptuous and soothing and caring for the skin to apply afterwards. And this range is honestly incredible. And the day cream, which has all of those benefits in the most beautiful moisturizer. Gosh, I can't believe this range is 10 years old. That is absolutely incredible. But all the best products stand the test of time. I feel very lucky to have received this gorgeous skincare top-up. Thank you very much to the lovely ladies at Galan. A proper good morning from me now. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you're having a good day. I was thinking this morning when I was doing my hair, I was watching some YouTube videos, and I was wondering what you guys are doing when you're watching mine, because I'm such a multitasker. Like when I'm watching a YouTube video, I'm either cooking, that's most likely, taking my makeup off, putting my makeup on, making myself a coffee or whatever. But yeah, I'd love to know what you guys do while you're watching my videos. What are you multitasking and doing, or are you sat there watching it on the TV? I don't know, I'm nosy, I guess. So yeah, let me know what you guys are doing. Right now, I have just come up to the dressing room, and very speedily I have received, I actually bought all of this stuff on eBay. I look like I've got a kind of headgear going on here. Yeah, I did a big order on eBay, basically because I wanted to use PayPal as opposed to using Amazon, which is my debit card, which I had to freeze because there was some online fraudulent activity going on. But I think this stuff is available on Amazon. So I finally invested in the big vulcanized lights. I showed you the little one before in the previous vlog where I was setting up my lighting. But I finally invested in the bigger ones, and I'm going to set them up. So hopefully, I mean, it's fairly bright outside, but it's one of those days where the lighting is just going to change constantly. And I do want to film later, and I do want to be able to have the luxury to be able to film no matter what the weather is doing. So hopefully, I mean, as you can see now, like, it's super dark if I stand over here camera wise, but actually, I hope this isn't very, very boring, but that's the joys of daily vlogging. You get to see all the boring stuff that I'm doing too. Yes, I'm also going to be doing a little bit of DIY because I have got my fabric, which is like a diffuser fabric, which I'm going to somehow attach to the window. That could be interesting. Probably going to need a tape measure and some fabric glue. But yeah, first, let's set up the lights. And I have to say thank you to Freddie for telling me about these. Whenever I filmed at her house, the lighting is always so perfect, even though, like a crazy cat, she films at night. I just don't have the energy at night, but she is definitely a night owl, and yeah, these are what she uses, so hopefully I can get a similar effect.
I'm thinking you were made for me. Isn't it my birthday yet? Cause I gotta say, you're looking like a gift for me. Wrapped up nice and neat, baby. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got the system.
Okay, so hopefully you might have just seen quite a big difference. This is the lighting without the light on. Typically, this always happens. I'm just trying to dry my hair naturally. Of course, the plug is not a UK plug. I ordered them from, I think, Germany. Luckily, I did have an adapter from my Kenzie, my hair removal device, but I've only got one. So I just ordered a couple of EU to UK adapters on Amazon. But yeah, so this is the lighting without it switched on. And there are so many settings. Unfortunately, I am going to have to read the instruction manual. I've obviously not played around with the settings yet, but this is the lighting with just one of the lights on. It seems to have a few, and wow, I'm gonna have to wear so much more powder than usual when I'm filming, but I haven't got any powder on today. This is just my glowing complexion. Yeah, so this is what it looks like with just one of the lights on, and that's a fairly warm glow. I'm gonna play around and see if I can get more of a kind of daylight glow. Ah, that is so good. That almost looks like daylight. I should really have done my hair before this. That is amazing. I feel like I need to jot down the settings. To be honest, I'll probably play around every time I'm about to start filming anyway. But yes, that is very good. So of course, annoyingly, I can't set up both of them today because I've only got the one adapter. But what I'm going to do is, you see this window, that obviously causes quite a lot of contrast, especially down here on the floor, which is very annoying for filming. So what I'm going to do now is go and get my diffuser fabric and see if I can create a DIY window frame diffuser. Well, my darlings, okay, so I have just put on a little bit more makeup and I have blow dried my hair, and I've set up two lights. So I've got my old or my original Falcon Eyes over here, and I've set it on. Hopefully this might be useful if any of you guys have a YouTube channel as well, or even photography. I feel like this is just a really nice kind of natural daylight setup. The room itself is quite bright at the moment, so I'll be interested to see how it looks later. I will, before the end of this vlog, come and show you what a filming setup would look like in the dark, like pitch black outside, and maybe I can film at night. Not that I will ever have the energy to do that, but yeah, this is my smaller Falcon Eyes, just because the bigger ones, yeah, I need the adapter. But, just tripped over the box. Let's put my slipper back on. This is literally me just setting up the camera very, very quickly, but I'm very, very happy with this lighting. I know a lot of you in my last video said that the clothes were still quite dark because a lot of the light was coming from behind me, and obviously I want the light in front of me. I think I need to bring this one a bit closer. That looks pretty darn good, I would say. Right, so the next thing I need to do is put some kind of filter on that window. So let me show you the supplies that I'm going to use in order to do that. So I have got a bit of Dickens fur. I've got some sticky back Velcro. So sticky back because then I basically don't have to use glue or sew it to the fabric. So sticky back Velcro. I got all of this stuff from Amazon. And then I have a sheet of diffuser fabric. Again, I'll leave this link down below, but I'm hoping that this will basically be a better version of my bed sheet that I will put up on that window, and it hopefully will soften the harsh lines coming through there. So first of all, I need to measure the window. I've got my sewing kit, hopefully with a tape measure in here. No, right. Need to find a tape measure. I got this in one of my very first Net-a-Porter orders when I first signed up to Net-a-Porter Premier. Very bougie.
You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. All the second chances, they are nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love. We don't have to move so fast, baby. I will show you how you can catch my vibe. And right away, got so much time looping in the blurry lights. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second.
It's going to be pretty tricky for me to show you this because of the lighting, but I would call that a resounding success. So, as you can see, I've just cut it really loosely. I'm probably going to make a more pretty and professional looking version of this. Now that I know the size is 84 centimeters by 104 centimeters, but this is absolutely brilliant. So what I've got is the double-sided Velcro on the fabric here, and double-sided Velcro, and this will really easily come off the window frame. Luckily these windows are not listed, so it's not going to be any bother. But what I will do is, on the better version, which I'll sew on the next rainy day, is I'll actually sew the Velcro on here. But that is so easy for me to whip off, pull it on, and to be honest, it's pretty warm in here, so just leave that open. It was quite easy for me to actually go out there and attach it as well, because obviously this roof I can actually stand on, no risk of falling down. So that now blurs the sunlight. I've got my two, they literally do look like falcon eyes now. So I made myself a little bit hot and sweaty doing that. Let's see what the lighting is like now. Okay, so this is the potential setup. I'm pretty pleased with this. There don't appear to be any shadows. The clothing is well illuminated. I don't think you can see anything. Okay, if I don't stand in the middle, you can see that light in the mirror, but I don't think I'll be standing anywhere other than the middle. But I would really, really, really like your feedback, darlings. Is there anything that you can see here that I can't see? Any improvements that could be made to the lighting? I think this is pretty darn good. Let's just shut that window. If I was to film in this corner, I'd probably have to move the light. So I think that's probably my best bet, isn't it? Or perhaps over there. It just means I'm gonna have to stay still and not let my mirror reflection show, but very pleased with that effort. Okay, now I better get filming. I want to film, oh my gosh, what time is it? It's already 3:15, so I'm not gonna have time to film and edit anything for tonight. So we're gonna have a vlog tonight, and then this fashion video can go up tomorrow. Sorry, I'm literally just thinking out loud. So I want to film a video that actually one of you guys suggested in your Q&A box that I left on my Instagram. So I'm going to film that and I will catch up with you in a couple of hours' time. Oh my goodness, it is probably about 6 hours later. That video took a long time to film. As you might be able to see, it's now nearly dark outside, so the lighting got a little bit cold towards the end of that video. I did try warming it up on the Falcon Eyes, but it still looked quite yeah, cold, I guess is the best way to describe it. So we will continue playing around, and I definitely need to just start filming earlier in the day, but I just got so much admin done this morning. So hopefully you might even have already seen the video that I just filmed. It is styling the 10 oldest things in my wardrobe, and I ended with a styling of my Barber jacket, which is actually older than I am, as I've mentioned many a time on the channel. While I was getting changed, I had some podcasts on in the background, and I also listened to the Sally Hughes piece that she did for BBC, I think it was Radio 4, about online trolls, and it was very, very interesting. She talked a little bit about the psychology of what makes someone a troll, and a lot of information about these horrible websites, which I didn't know. Like, they actually have like an algorithm which makes people want to talk even more nastily, and they actually regulate away people that try and stick up for the person who the forum is about, which is fascinating. But yeah, I don't know, I just find it very interesting, the psychology of what makes someone an online troll. Or what did she call them? A relentless stalker? Something like that. Very tragic, just a mindset that I cannot relate to. But anyway, I don't have too much, okay, I have a little bit of tidying up to do. Could be worse, but I did do a little bit of putting away as I went. But it's time to put some comfy clothes on, pop my hair up, and do a tidy session.
You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust.
Okay, tidying up done, and that is me done with work for the day. So I've just come into the office room, which is the next room that we are decorating, and it is quite fragrant in here with varnish because lovely Andrew has been busy varnishing.
Nice smell, though. Do you not like
It is, yeah, it's quite like an old home smell. So he's been varnishing the beams, just kind of like feeding them because they were looking a little bit sad and dehydrated. So I'm actually letting Charlie loose in this room. So what are you doing lighting wise, darling?
Thoughts on these?
Okay, let's have a look. Sorry, it's very dark in here, so this is super contrasty.
So
they are
obviously,
very cool.
bear in mind that for most of the year, when we're in here,
Take it down.
when we're in here, it is going to be really light because there's two big windows in here. So I thought light fixtures, rather than uplighting, I thought those sort of down lights would look quite nice.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I was thinking, if you look at the room here, I would probably say that corner here is crying out for a lamp.
Yes, it is.
Because there's no light here. Two lights there, obviously.
Yeah.
And then you've got one behind you and one over there. So I reckon we get a lamp in here, similar sort of antique brass style.
That'd be awesome.
We've obviously got the office chair, one of them. I think we're going to get a near identical one, hopefully.
Yep.
I've actually messaged, there's a company called Brown Rig Antiques that are based in Gloucestershire.
Okay.
That follow us on Old House. And he always messages us, really nice guy. And I've asked his advice, and he might try and source us a desk for in here.
Wow.
Because obviously we want a desk, don't we? We've got the rug already, and we want a desk, I think, that is in the middle of the room. That we can sit on both sides, maybe even three of us sit on it.
Yeah.
And I don't think we want it to be like a brown mahogany wood. We want it to be maybe even a lighter oak.
Not too light.
No, but I don't know. So anyway, the jury's out on that one.
So these are looking a lot neater. The beams on this side, he's really brought them back to their former glory. I'm sorry, my camera is struggling so much with the focus in here because it's actually really, really dark.
I think here is where we have an armchair.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I have a lamp.
Yeah.
And then I think over here is possibly where we put the footstool that will come out as a double bed.
Yeah.
So that'll be another place that you could sit, but it has another purpose, meaning that people could sleep. Because this, if it was here, then you'd sleep in this part of the room, and it would kind of make sense.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah, you may think, what on earth have we done to these panels? It's because they were so badly painted before that Andrew's basically had to strip them. There we go. Yeah, so Andrew's basically had to like chip away at the corking that was here before because it was done in a bit of a rush. It was kind of like slapped on. But yeah, this room is going to get prepped over the next couple of days, and then Andrew has a few other jobs that he's doing not at our house, so we're hoping that he might be able to squeeze us in to finish this room in the next few weeks or so. It may not be the most photogenic of dinners, but Charlie has whipped up something which I find very, very tasty.
This is partly because we're just using up what we've got in the fridge.
Yes, we had a bit of an epic fail with our Sainsbury's delivery. My card got declined, so we are eating what is in the cupboards. And this is a very scrumptious looking dal. I do love beige food, and this has got all kinds of goodness in it. So
this is healthy beige food.
Healthy beige food, yes. Bon appetit.
Boom.